As you know, Lakewood Ranch continues to grow, and we're moving further out east because that's where all the land and development is. So today I happen to be out here at Calusa Country Club, so we're going to see what this new golf community from Lennar has to offer. Hello, it's MarkBoehmig, Michael Saunders and Company. In this channel, Living in Lakewood Ranch, we cover all the areas around Lakewood Ranch, and today I am with Rich Macy. Now, I've known Rich for quite a number of years from when he was out at Country Club East. So, Rich, thank you so much for taking the time today to talk to us all about Calusa and what's going on here at the Country Club.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good to be here. Good to see you again, Mark. Yes, it obviously just opened up several months ago. We're on about 800 acres of land. It's Lennar's newest and latest country club. We often call it a golf country club. However, it's very much resort style living. There's tennis, there's pickleball, there's bocce ball, there's fitness, and also 30 holes of championship golf.
Having another golf community here is really necessary because of the growth here in Lakewood Ranch. And I know that Rich has been out here since the inception. So can you tell us maybe about what it is that is going to attract people here, the style of homes? Are we having another mix like we did at Lakewood National? So if you could give us an idea of the community.
Sure, absolutely. So we're going to have a very similar setup to Lakewood National. We're going to have multifamily living, condos, coach homes, and terraces. We're going to have single-family homes, executive manors, which is an addition we did not have over at Lakewood National, and then, of course, the estate homes. Further down the pipeline, we are going to also have villas, paired villas, just like we have in our other previous communities. So 7 different product lines, something for everyone across the board. Prices anywhere from low 2s all the way up to the $1 million range.
Now, I think one major difference between here and Lakewood National is you're going to have some non-golf homes as well as golf homes.
So total number of homes is going to be about 1,900. 500 of those front doors will not be deeded to golf. That's going to be a combination across all product lines. For example, right now we've just released a condo terrace building that has 30 units in it. They'll have just the social membership. So golf deed not required. You will want to be active, amenities, social aspect, you have all that, you just won't be deeded to the golf.
All right, so that brings me to another question. Will they be able to play golf if times are available, but they just won't have the priority that the memberships have?
Correct, that's a good question, because a lot of people think, can I still play golf? Absolutely you can. You'll be considered a guest, so you'll be paying a guest fee, and obviously that's going to vary depending on different times of the year.
Okay, so let's break down the home selections that we have. So we're talking about terraces, condos, townhomes, and then single-family homes. So from the maybe from the smallest, which I would imagine would be the condominiums, give us a little bit of the layout and the floor plans on those and where those prices might fall, and then we'll just take it up step by step.
So we start with the terrace condos. Currently, obviously, as I mentioned, villas will come along down the pipeline. Terrace condos, they start about 1,100 square feet, part of the 4-story complex. 3 different floor plans of those. Then from there, we're going to jump to the verandas. They are 1,300, 1,500 square feet. Again, 3 different floor plans. From there, we go to the coach homes. 2 different plans. We have 2 units upstairs, the Bay Creeks, and the 2 down, the Arrowheads. Downstairs, 1,800 square feet. Upstairs, 2,100 square feet. From there, we're going to go to the single family homes, which we're very much familiar with. Executives, they start 1,850 square feet all the way up to about 2,200. Then the manors, which is the newer addition for Calusa Country Club, 2,400 square feet to 2,700 square feet. Then the final largest homes are going to be the estate homes. They go from 2,400 all the way up to just over 3,000 square feet.
All right, great. So now that we have an overall view kind of what the homes are like, can you tell us about the amenities that are going to be in here, and then maybe touch a little bit on the HOA fees that will be associated with maybe a golf versus a non-golf?
Sure. So it's very much resort style living. As I mentioned, we have 2 golf courses. We have an 18-hole golf course, which is currently open, and a 12-hole golf course, which a lot of people think, ooh, why 12 holes? I guess it's a new concept. As you know, sports are tweaking things to make things a bit quicker, more fun. I think the whole idea behind that was that 9 holes is not quite enough. You know, it takes me 2 or 3 to get warmed up, and the last 5 of an 18 round, I've lost the will to live because it's just too hot. So 12 holes is just something a bit quicker, more fun, but it is a full-length golf course. A lot of people are thinking, oh, it's an executive par 3. It isn't. It's a regular golf course, par 3s, par 5s, and par 4s. As well as the pickleball, tennis, and bocce, we're going to have a full country club layout. You're going to have a fitness center in there, golf simulator, bourbon room, kind of casual, semi-formal dining. It's very much an active lifestyle community.
Okay. And so if you are a golf member, let's just say that you're a golf member in one of the larger homes, what would we expect for an HOA dues for the golf side?
For the golf side, you're probably looking around, say, in a state home, around about the $575 mark a month for HOA. That includes all your golf membership, includes maintenance-free living. All you would pay for a round of golf would be a cart fee. Typically, $26 for 18 holes, 14 for 9.
So the condos, where would we be on fees for those? Because now we're talking about not just the HOA fees, but also the condo fee included in that. So give us an idea of maybe a golf versus a non-golf on that.
So terrace condos, you're probably looking at, with the golf included, about $750 a month. Again, includes the golf, hazard building insurance, maintenance-free living. If you were electing a non-golf, you're probably looking at low sixes for the HOA.
So where are we as far as progress? I know we've only been open a couple of months, but as far as what's coming down the pipeline, you know, I'm sure that you have what we call quote unquote quick move in, which may mean that they've already just started the home, or some that might be further along. And then if somebody was to come in and say, I want to start from scratch, so where are we as time wise?
That's a good question. We opened officially for sale mid-November of 2024. So 9 months now. We have about 115 units under contract. We had our very first closings yesterday. We had 6 homes close, which is quite remarkable considering several months ago we were standing out here just amongst dirt, blowing around, and a few golfers. We do have many homes under construction. We have a few quick close. We're a spec production builder, so we have homes under construction all the time. We predetermine what home goes on what lot. We do have some quick move-ins, and we're going to have more coming down the road. But we just keep building. As the saying goes, you build it, they will come.
So I imagine that the house size depends on the lot size. So you have different size lots, and then the houses are appropriate for those size lots. If somebody was to come in today and said, hey, I like this particular lot, you could tell them what houses go on there, and then they would go to contract. So tell me about the process of that. What is the down payment, and what would they expect for a close time?
Sure. So it's more important to listen to the customers and find out what they want. We try and narrow down the floor plan, what their wants and needs are. We're sitting in an executive home right now called the Maria. It's about 2,200 square feet. So we build all the Marias in a certain section. We don't spot build. We'll have, for example, right now the northwest part of the community is going to be the executives and the estate homes. Somebody likes a Maria, we find a lot that they like. If it suits their time frame, fantastic. It might already be under construction. We might have to build from scratch. We're looking at about 7 to 8 months for a build time. If they're interested in it, obviously we agree a price. We look for 10% down at the time of signing, nothing until the closing table. We go over all the incentives that we have to offer. We have our own mortgage company. Any incentives we're offering at the time is going to be tied to using either cash or our mortgage company. It's a very simple process. We try and keep everything in-house. It's clean, it's quick, it's easy and smooth for the customer.
All right, one good question is, are you building pools?
We are building pools.
Okay. Because I know for a while there during the pandemic, you know, builders were saying no pools. So it's good to hear that they have that as an option. Absolutely. When they're going to the contract.
People moving to Florida, they want pools.
That's exactly right. So I know that there's been questions about the racetrack. Have you had any kind of pushback about that? And I'm sure that you probably have disclosures about the racetrack being located just east of here.
Correct. Some people and customers have brought it up. We're open with them. It's in the contract. We disclose it. Do you hear it? A couple of evenings a week. With the insulation and impact glass windows, if you're inside the home, it's not going to bother you at all. If you're outside, maybe during the winter months when the air is slightly colder and the wind is blowing towards your location, you could possibly hear it. I'm not going to say you're not.
Right.
They have restrictions on time that they can operate as well, and it doesn't seem to bother anybody that lives in this vicinity currently.
Now, you brought up a good point, impact windows. Is that something that's standard with your builds now?
That is something standard across the board on every product line in this community.
That is a good thing to have, is the impact windows. Now it's not a choice, it's just that that's what they're getting. So that means no shutters.
Correct. No shutters. If a storm comes, you're safe, you're secure, you can still see out. You're not living in a cave for 24, 48 hours. It's just part of the standard package that Lennar offer, and part of our everything's included package.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I want to thank Rich for taking the time out today to sit down and talk to us about things that are going on here at Calusa Country Club. And if you have any kind of an interest in that, I'm going to put a link down in the description below so that you can reach out and we can connect you directly with Rich so that you can get more information on this community that's coming here in Lakewood Ranch. Mark Boehmig, Michael Saunders and Company.